Hello everyone, my name is Ian and I'm a voiceover artist, and welcome to Fleinvær, a set of islands north of the Arctic Circle in Norway. It's December now, and I've been back and forth between here, Lofoten, and my former home in Czech Republic these last 8 months. If I could sum up this past year, then I would have to quote what the Greek philosopher Heraclitus is supposed to have said: "The only constant in life is change." If you would have told me a year ago that I would be on a small island, approximately 2 kilometers in length, with no roads, no shops or cafes, in the midst of winter no less, where I have gone days without seeing a single other human, I would have never believed you. But here I am, helping a friend out at one of the more unique sets of accommodation I have ever had the pleasure to experience. As I said, change happens. At times it seems such a distant memory working on the cottage I once called home, renovating, working in the garden, taking care of all the cats. Then life tells you, you know what, let's mix this up a bit, whether you want it or not. But you have to make the best of the cards you're dealt, and though it took me a while to see, I think I got a pretty good hand in the end. So here I am in the north of Norway, a region I had already been to many times since 2000. But as I have always been a lover of cultures, and not only the sights, when there was an opportunity to come to Ballstad on Lofoten for the summer, to help my friends out at some beautiful fishermen's cabins called Kræmmervika Rorbuer, and later here to these remote islands for a few months in autumn and winter, at the Arctic Hideaway, it was a moment in time I had to grasp onto, and it has been so very unforgettable. One goal I had for these times was to see the complete extremes of the north of Norway, learning to adjust to a land of either no full darkness or to limited light and long nights. To sleep in my car one evening on the rocky shores of Egham, watching the midnight sun as a constant companion not dipping below the horizon. To being there for the transition in September and October when the northern lights start to appear and put on a spectacle that words can hardly describe. There are days when the ferry doesn't even come here, or some days I've been the only passenger when going to the mainland to shop for food supplies. And then there can be storms so intense that all transport to and from can be canceled, which, if not prepared, can leave you stranded for days as you wait for calmer seas. But it all adds to the memories, to the experience of living in a lesser visited part of the world. Even in the worst of weather, there is a haunting beauty that fills you with a bizarre calmness as you watch the rain hitting against the windows and the waves crash against the shore with fierce intensity. It brings you visions of an angry Njord, Norse god of the sea, lashing out from the depths, of old wooden fishing ships being tossed around as their crew prays to that very same deity to protect them and see them home safe, as the tempest outside rattles the very structure you have taken shelter in to escape these raging winds. But these harsher, more extreme moments are balanced out by the snow-capped mountains in the distance. The spectrum of colors as the hint of sunlight splashes its pink, purple, orange, and red palette across the sky. The clear nights with a blanket of glittering stars you will never see in a city. And of course, the utter magic of the aurora borealis, shimmering, dancing, and crisscrossing the heavens with its spectral greens, reds, and yellows, where you can almost believe you can hear it in your head as it streaks into the distance overhead. For me, even in this time of solitude, I find a peace I so desperately need when the worries of the world get too much. A place to escape and dream, and gain the strength to fight the tornado tearing through my head when I overthink too much. And it has been right here, in this moment, that I have managed to find my reset button and reclaim my life as my own again.